In video 2, we will be going over loops and assigning variables in Python. So we go to our Python script. We are going to first assign 3 variables. So we're going to find an order for someone. So first we're going to assign 3 things. So we're going to give our user 3 options to choose from. So first, using the hashtag that allows us to leave comments. So we're just going to name it all right. All right, so we're going to give ourselves 3 options. So the script will print out 3 different things. So the first one, let's call it leggings. And I like to shop at Lululemon, so they're a little more expensive. So we'll just go with the prices that I know. And then option 2. And we'll buy a tank top. And then next, a yoga mat for our third option. Now that we have our 3 options, our script will print out the 3 options. So next, we're going to look for the user input to input either 1, 2, or 3. We'll go ahead and code that. So we're going to assign the variable order 1. And since 1, 2, or 3 are all integers, we're going to assign the integer. And then from the user input, and then it's going to ask you the user will choose So now that we've defined what we want 1, 2, and 3, we're going to create a loop to determine the price of the order. So first, we start off with if order 1 equals 1, because 1 is from the user input, then the price 1 is 89. And then we go if order 1 is equal to 2 in the user input, then we know that price 2 to the 49. Else, our price 3 will be equal to the 79. So now, in order to find out what the price is of the whole order, we need to first establish our price to our variables. So price 1 is going to be equal to 0, price 2 equal to 0, and price 0. And the reason that we put the price is equal to 0 is that if we want to get the total, we don't want to have the prices of what we don't pick. So by setting our loop, we can choose our order. and then order 1 since it is the user input. And then we can run. Let's go with 1. And we chose 1. So we can see that we inputted them. So you can see that the input that we put in here and we printed out, you chose 1 from the order 1 right here. That's where this one came from. Now what we're going to do, we're going to find how now what we're going to do is we're going to find the price. So we're going to go to total. From the last video, we're going to use some of our math equations, and you have to be very careful when using brackets with your order of operations here. So we're going to go price 1 plus price 2 plus price 3. And then we're going to print out the price of that equation. So from this equation here, we can see that setting the price variables is very important because since we chose order 1, it will put this price 1 to the 89, and then price 2 and 3 will both remain at 0. So it is important that we have our price variables above our loop. So we'll go ahead and run the program. So we'll keep going with the 1. And as you can see, the program printed out, you chose 1, and your total is 89. So that's how we use variables and loops in Python. In our next video, we will talk about modifying user input.